Crossing the Antarctic is the first segment of the first episode of the second season of the Rugrats Reboot, and generally I really liked this. There were bits of it that I didn't care for, mostly within the imaginative play, but there were also bits in the imagination scenes that I quite liked as well. The adults, namely Lucy, Betty, and Didi, are getting ready to play ice hockey, and the babies are in this little pen with their little wintry jackets on, and they look adorable. And Angelica's meant to be learning to ice skate, but she falls over and doesn't want to admit that she can't ice skate, so she decides to pretend she's broken her leg. So she's put in this pen with the babies, and Soucie points out that her mother is on the other side of the ice, and she can heal Angelica's broken leg, because of course the babies are convinced she has a broken leg. And then they go into their imagination and cross the ice rink, which they think is the Antarctic, to get to Sousie's mother. And sometimes I like the imagination scenes. Sometimes I found them a little bit repetitive. I never disliked it. The colours were really good. The animation style was really good. I just didn't find it the most fascinating. Phil and Lil as the Huskies is the most adorable thing ever. And sometimes the transition from reality to imagination was done so well. For example, in reality, we saw the kids pushing those little seals on the ice that help with standing up. And then it would transition into the imagination. It was really, really well done. So I definitely can't fault the imagination aspect. I just didn't love it that much. But the ice rink was fabulous. The animation was great. The background characters of all these little kids pushing these little seals around. It was just wonderful, and I really thoroughly enjoyed it. I love the design of Angelica's ice skates. I love the design of the baby's winter clothes, and the narrative itself wasn't too bad either. Angelica also had something quite nice to say to Tommy towards the end as well. So it's not a bad start. Definitely not a bad start to the second season. I'm keen to see what else this season has in store. If we do go to more locations like an ice rink, basically anywhere that's a different setting, I think there's always an element of fascination there because it's different and allows us to have different stories. So I'm keen to see if we get more of these. But for now, I'm quite happy with this one. It's definitely not a bad start at all.